Hello, my name's Tim, and I'm going to be taking you through another tutorial video on HorizonLens, the financial planning application. And in today's video, we're looking specifically at the plan section and the cash flow trends. And this is a high level overview video. In future videos, we're going to be doing a deep dive into more detail on this particular subtab. So here we have the plan cash flow, and this screen is given as a high level overview of your sort of graphical overview of your accumulation stage, as can be seen by the blue over here, and then the retirement phase. And you can see your spending and any income. So let's have a look at what we've got here. So we have, for example, our work phase, our accumulation phase. And the blue bars are the graphical amount of your income. And we have the dotted line here. This is your spending needs. So we're starting off with a lower spend as we are accumulating. And then during retirement, we're then following this dotted line. So our spending actually increases, and we need to then fund that with our savings on investments. Underneath here, we have the various milestones. For example, we have the Coast FI all achieved at this particular plan at this age here. And then we have the FAT FI for those interested in that, achieving on this particular age here. And then our retirement is set here. Now we have the grey bar. So the grey bar is the year that's currently selected, and it's shown over here on the left-hand side. And this is the details on that particular year. So we are on the year 52. We have our pensions and our ISAs. And if we want to drill down into each of those, we can then click the actual arrow, and then we can scroll down and we can see the balances of those various accounts in our pensions at that point of time. And we can do the same thing for the others accounts as well, for example, the ISAs. We then have, for example, our yearly cash flow, which is going to give us the income and also the tax and NII payable, and our net income and any total needs and various other things like our savings and our surplus. We can then change the year by clicking on it. So if I click on this particular one here, we get this dialog popping up, which is going to give us a summary on this stage of our income, expenses, any manual contributions going to our savings. Is then going to change the rectangle, and it's going to update the information on the left panel, so you can kind of have a closer look at the information in one place. If we go over to our retirement phase, we have the spending here. So if we click on this, for example, we can see that we have a spending shortfall because we don't have any income coming in. We can see our retirement spending needs and how we're having to fund those particular spending. So we can do a breakdown here and see how the various accounts, how they're being withdrawn. So HorizonLens has a built-in tax optimizer to make sure you're paying the least amount of tax possible when you're doing withdrawals. And that's all calculated for you to make sure you make the most of your tax-free allowances, and particularly if you're working with a partner. And then we come over to where, for example, our state pension, we can click on that. We can see our state pensions coming in for 2 people. We can see our net income for both of those and how our spending is funded from our various sources. And so that's a very quick summary of our cash flow trends available in HorizonLens.